This is top 10. So ideally you want to make more than one top 10 list, but this is an idea of how to build your top 10 list. Notice that we have the 1 through 10 here, but then we also added explain. So in your brainstorming, you just put the items. Here, you want to think about a couple things. So typically in a top 10 list, number 1 is like the best, where 10, while still important because it made the list, isn't the best. So I had my top 10 scary movies. And first thing that I would want to do is look back at my brainstorming and think about, okay, I made this list. What's my number 1? So my number 1 is Mind, because when I think scary movies, I think about my favorite scary movie, which is Shining. And then I'd want to go with number 10. I'm actually just going to go with this one because I just put that on there because I remember watching as a kid. But when I think about it today, it doesn't really scare me. And then I might put Nightmare on Elm Street at number 9. Same thing, it's more of like it was really popular when I was a kid, not necessarily super scary. Similar idea with 8 and 7. So now I'm like getting down to it. And then also sometimes I do this and I'm thinking like, okay, so I know like the top, what's the second most scary movie here on my list? And I'm going to go ahead and go with Pet Sematary, just because I had some serious in watching this movie. There's this like really creepy lady on the second floor and she's really sick. And she says, Rachel, I'm going to come and get you. It's so creepy. Anyway, and then I'm actually going to put, most of these are older movies, but The Conjuring is like one of the more recent scary movies that I've really enjoyed. So it deserves to be towards the good part of the list, just because it's rare that I watch a scary movie now and I'm still scared. And then let's see, The Ring was really important to me when I was in high school. I saw it so many times in theaters. And so then I'm left with Carrie and The Exorcist, Carrie 5 and The Exorcist 6. And the Carrie that I'm talking about is the one in the 70s, not all these remakes that they've made. So anyway, I'm going to carry this over. So my number 10 was Candyman. And so I'll explain why it comes in at number 10, but also why it made the list. So Candyman is it's more like suspenseful story of a man who shows up in your mirror. And there's like bees and stuff. Actually, thinking about this, I should have given more space. And so then I want to say like why it comes in at number 10. Like I was saying, like it's not the most scary on my list. So not the stuff. So all these things that I was saying while I was just thinking about my ranking, I would want to include on my. So you would do the same for all of them, and then of course you want your number 1 would probably have the longest explanation because it made the top. So I would probably have a sentence or many sentences about the most terrifying part of this movie is the idea that someone could be possessed and want to kill their family. Also, I'm going to put in there, my dad resembles the lead actor. So that's why it scared me a lot when I was a kid. And I still have trouble walking down a long hallway without seeing those creepy twins at the end. Then also the blood filling the elevators. So I would just want to expand on, why does this make the top of the list? So after you have rankings, you want to put them on explain. I'm realizing that I really didn't leave y'all enough space to explain, so you are welcome to use the back of this or grab just a sheet of notebook paper, and of course your writer's notebook has tons of paper in it.